Hi students, my name is Camille Gomera-Tavarez and I am the author of High Spirits, a YA short story collection centered around the Belens, a Dominican family living in New York, New Jersey, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. Each story follows a different character at a different place and a different point in time. So in today's craft video, we'll be talking about character development. Writers develop their characters using a variety of methods, like using internal dialogue, external dialogue, and through their actions. It's this last one we'll be focusing on as we answer the question, how can we use actions rather than descriptions to show our readers who our characters are and how they feel? But before we get started, let's quickly define these. External dialogue is what the characters say to each other out loud. Internal dialogue is what they're thinking. Actions are the way that the character reacts to the world around them. It's what they actually do. A character's internal dialogue, external dialogue, and their actions don't all have to match. People often say or think one thing and then do another thing. It's only human. For example, you might tell someone that candy is bad for your teeth and then turn around and eat a chocolate bar yourself. Actions are a very important part in helping us show and not tell. So if a writer wants to show the reader something about their character, rather than just telling us that fact, they can maybe put the character in a situation where the reaction to that situation lets the reader figure out the character's personality for themselves. This helps them get a deeper connection to the character. When I was writing High Spirits, I had to create a full family tree and develop over 15 main characters, all with their own lives and goals and personalities. In one story entitled Vamos pa la Playa, our main character is Giancarlos, an orphan and 10-year-old native of the mythical town of Hidalgo. Giancarlos has to grow up rather quickly and is taken in by Christian Belen and his parents who own the store where he works across the street. Our story starts when the Dominican-American Belen girls come to visit one summer and Giancarlos is tasked with escorting them to the beach. Giancarlos has been through a lot of struggle even before the story begins, so I wanted to convey his feelings of anxiety, inadequacy, his abandonment issues, and all the way through he's learning what it means to be a part of a family. Here's an example of showing Giancarlos' personality through his actions. Giancarlos made sure to keep a distance of at least 10 feet behind the girls as they walked down the middle of the empty street. When they stopped running, he started walking slowly beside his bicycle, careful not to intrude or overstep his boundaries. So in this scene, as they're walking to the beach, Giancarlos is keeping a distance from the girls who he considers superior to him. Rather than saying that he feels like an outsider in his adopted family, having him hang back from the group and establish his own invisible boundary is a good way of showing this. As Giancarlos becomes more comfortable with himself in the story, he becomes more physically close to the rest of the family as well. Cristabel let out a curse as she stepped down off the last couple of round rocks before they reached the sand. Giancarlos' eyes widened. She assured him she was fine, perfectly fine. Forget about it was just a prick. He ripped off a piece of his oversized t-shirt anyways and wrapped it expertly around Cristabel's heel, just in case. He cursed himself for not listening to the bad feeling in his stomach sooner. With this scene, I was trying to convey how Giancarlos is a boy who takes it upon himself to figure everything out on his own. To show this, we see his reaction to one of the girls getting a wound on her foot after he takes them on a rockier path to the beach. A regular 10-year-old probably wouldn't know how to wrap a wound, and they probably wouldn't overthink a simple trip to the beach like he does. Not to mention the selfless quality associated with using his own clothes to help someone in need. So with this one action, we get a much fuller picture of who Giancarlos is as a person. What can the reader figure out about Giancarlos from his actions in the following sentences? Gian never took the frio frio he was offered. He didn't like taking money from girls. Giancarlos watched from behind the curtain as the Belen kids hung around the front porch at the crack of dawn. So in the first excerpt, we can know that Giancarlos not accepting free treats is a sign of his own pride, and a distinction in naming girls as a reason shows that he's still a little bit childish underneath all of his maturity. From the second excerpt, we can see again Giancarlos positioning himself as an outsider as he watches everyone from behind the window curtain. We can know that he is somewhat shy but observant. A character is more than just a set of features. Brown eyes, black hair, their age or occupation. In order to make our reader feel truly connected to our characters, it's essential that we show them how they react to the world around them. Through this, we can see their beliefs, morals, personality, and their past experiences. To sum it up, here are some things to pay attention to when you're developing your characters. What is my character's past and what do they believe? What situation can I put my character in to challenge their beliefs? Is there any sentence where I am telling and not showing? How can I rewrite this to let the reader figure it out for themselves? Now, it's your turn. It's time to act. Show us your skills and practice what you've learned. There are no wrong answers. Create a character and then choose a quality from the list here that best describes them. Then write a scene that shows that particular quality using actions. Feel free to come up with a quality not on this list. If you have trouble coming up with a character, think of someone you know, a family member, a friend, a teacher. The best inspiration often comes from real life. So hit pause here and then get to brainstorming. Or save this activity for later and check out the rest of the Latinx Kidlit Book Festival craft series on our YouTube page. We can't wait to see you at the festival and look forward to seeing all that you create.